Greetings, YouTube. Again, happy Monday. What a crazy, crazy busy Monday today, December 10th, has been. We have seen the announcement of the Fantastic Four universe, including the highlighted Silver Surfer come into the contest. So exciting. We have also seen a great offer for new players, but basically the veteran players getting snubbed with this week-long 4-year anniversary crystal, which will just be a really, really good 4-star champ. If you need 4 stars, which so many people don't, but maybe Kabam knowing this, knowing that veteran players feel like there's really not anything for them today to celebrate or write home about, is going to look at this and think, now this is what I'm waiting to see. Because I truly believe Map 6 was already a huge improvement this year in terms of rewards, and it's about to become an even bigger cash cow, especially for Tier 2 Alpha Catalyst. For those of you that have the skill and the resources and the time to do Map 6 multiple days a week in your alliances, you are going to be ranking up 5 stars to rank 4 so fast. I'm just drooling at the thought of how amazing people's rosters are going to be with this new update to Map 6. It's going to be so crazy for those top tier players, especially if you're juggling Map 6 and futurely Map 7 at the same time that you're juggling, say, a Platinum or certainly Master tier of Alliance War seasons. So let's jump into this and break it down, shall we? So for starters, we have seen a updated difficulty. If Kabam's going to give you more rewards, certainly the difficulty is going to be increased because we've seen them increase the difficulty, like changing the symbioids to sentinels and not give us additional rewards. So certainly if we're getting more rewards, it's going to be harder. So 7 nodes on the map will feature randomized enemies, similar to maps 5 and below. I haven't found this to be too difficult on my own paths of Map 5, which I mostly still run just in the BG in Gold 1. I find personally that Map 5 is still really relaxing. I don't have to use any items because my roster, my skill level is good enough to handle even the Day 4 and Day 5 of Map 5. But certainly I know that Map 6 has much better rewards. So in addition to this, there's new mini-bosses. Now I want to say that Void being the only mini-boss is mainly countered, at least if I was going in against Void, and I do go up against a all immunities mini-boss. I just took out a 6-star Awakened Void for those of you lucky enough to put him on Alliance War defense in my last Gold 1 Alliance War, which thankfully we won. And I brought in Blade and Ghost Rider, of course, to have that danger sense against enemies with the villain tag. So the good news, if that is your strategy in Map 6, if you're bringing in the combination of Ghost Rider and Blade to take down Void, Mephisto and Yondu are still fantastic champions to go with Blade against. So it's not like you're going to have to change up your teams to counter mini-bosses, and that is fantastic. So good job, Kabam, for not changing up that strategy and rewarding the people who have that 565 Blade and are bringing him into Map 6 of the newest Alliance quest. Now, uncapped difficulty. This is going to mean that the PI of those enemies on those final days is going to be similar to some of those higher rooms of dungeons. We're going to see maybe some enemies go up above 20,000 in terms of PI, and that means that you're going to have to fight really well and really skilled to not time out. But I would imagine so many people bring like their 565 Corvus Glaives into Map 6 that's still not going to be a problem to take down most enemies in 3 minutes. Path and buff changes, so here is where it gets a little frustrating because I hate Biohazard personally. Thankfully, I have an Iceman, but there just still aren't too many champions that have that double immunity for Biohazard. So Bleed has been replaced by Biohazard, and Power Gain nodes will each be given something a little extra to make them more difficult. So that could be challenging. Now, again, if you're bringing in someone like a Stark Spidey or an OG Vision, and you've got them as a 5-star at a high rank, that still really shouldn't be that difficult. Biohazard and Power Gain will both be taken down pretty easily by OG Vision, especially if you've got at least a rank 4 or 5-star. But regardless, the difficulty will be increased, and I'm curious, since I will not be the person going into this, to hear from some of you regarding how much more difficult this new challenges for Map 6 than before. But I will say this, the new Map 6 crystals are so freaking OP. So I really appreciate when Seaton does his batch 100 plus map 6 openings because they are fantastic data for the community. So thank you, good sir, for those videos. And I've noticed he has gotten some incredible drop rates with Tier 2 alphas in his last couple of those, including like 2 fully formed Tier 2 alpha by the time it's done. And notice that it says you'll be receiving a new map 6 crystal with an approximately 50% increase in Tier 2 alpha catalyst fragments. So this means when Seaton opens his next 100 map 6 crystals, if he's used to getting 2, 50% of 2 or half is 1. So instead of getting 2 Tier 2 alphas, he'll be getting 3. That is a huge jump considering Kabam still retails the value of 1 Tier 2 alpha in a cash deal at least $50. I'm not saying that's a good deal. I'm just saying that's what they think those are worth. So you're getting $150 to Kabam worth of free Tier 2 alphas by completing all of those map 6 crystals and opening them up. The amount of rank ups that people on those levels are going to be able to do to champs cannot be understated. It's going to be truly the first step in seeing people advance their rosters so fast that 6 stars will become more common, and certainly that's going to have to be the direction to finally get 6 stars eventually in the next year or 2 years to a chance to even know what rank 3 looks like. But regardless, for those of you who are diehard map 6 alliances, you're going to be flowing in those Tier 2 alphas. You're not going to know what to do with yourself. You're going to be ranking up so many champs, your mouth's going to be salivating. I'm not even in it, and my mouth is salivating, which also means I have an addiction to this game, but what else is new? With the limit to your point potential, we've also added 2 more milestones at 300 million points and 350 million points, which is awesome because that's 2 more milestones worth of crystal rewards. So this is a cash cow. This is a map 6 game changer for specifically Tier 2 alphas. And I also want to point out that the added small bump to the chances of a fully formed Tier 4 basic and Tier 4 class catalyst will not hurt either. Yes, the difficulty will be worse, but these people who are in these alliances, they've already completed Variant. They've already completed Labyrinth of Legends. They've 100% completed Act 5 and are salivating at Act 6. So a small increase in difficulty doesn't phase these top summoners that I have so much respect for their skill and commitment to this game. So to all of you watching this, congratulations to a new opportunity for more Tier 2 Alpha. Yes, I'm going to anticipate the backlash from some people because as the game progresses and the rewards become even better at the top, that's going to mean that the people at the bottom are going to have even less of a chance to be quote-unquote even. I just want to say to you all, at some point, maybe you can be like me. Not that, your goal should be to be like me, because honestly, I often say the opposite. But I run map 5 every day, and I don't use any items, and I'm relaxed. And this is a hobby of mine. This is finals week for my university. I am doing these videos in between grading assignments, and I like to relax. It's the holidays. I'm going to take a step back from creating content over the next several weeks as I look to spend time with family and friends and continue to have great relationships outside of this mobile video game. So if you're bummed that you're not going to have as many Tier 2 alphas, I just want to say, there's also a plus to not having 14 hours a day of your day spent in your phone on a video game. So maybe look at it as a chance to take a step back yourself, enjoy the holiday season, still, do Alliance Quest, Alliance War, questing the usual grind, but also take advantage of the time spent with loved ones outside of this mobile video game. That's my preach it message at the end of this video. Happy holidays, everyone. Congrats to everybody who will be taking advantage of this new Map 6 crystal. I look forward to hearing the data and the feedback, not only regarding drop rates of the crystals themselves, but also, more importantly, how much harder the difficulty is going to be in this new Map 6 adventure we call Marvel Contest of Champions.